We on. Ignore any sound you hear other than me, please. It'll make life a whole lot easier.
It would be easier if you stopped yelling at me. Then I would get bored.
This is also a noise you should ignore!
Do you know what would
Sheesh.
I don't feel comfortable doing that until I heal things with my sister.
Today's a hard day. I only got 2 hours to stream. At least for now. Because people will be home later. So what better way to celebrate than with this game? Come on. Come on. Please. Please. Gotta do it the original way. There we go.
And then the applause for the lady happened. But then I have another song.
I'm obviously Sundex. I've been Sundex since 7th grade.
My son's never gonna end.
I like how I can do falsettos for those moments. I see an annoying girl running toward me, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Well, obviously it looks like the streets are barren, so there should be no attention to be drawn from except my own, which is practically the only attention she's trying to get. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Can you make a prequel to this, please? I need a prequel, and I need to see the friendship. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. That's kind of hard for me to say. What's wrong? Oh, we got buffering. Hold on. Let's try this a new way. Would a window capture also work for this? I think a window capture would actually serve a better purpose.
And then makes the series fun. Peaches get to see of the
That hair though! Whoa! Whoa! I gotta quit this because it's turning out to be Let's try this one more time. Three, two, one. It's working! Finally! So, heyo! It took me a while, but I finally got to work. This is Sundex here. Showing off some Doki like 1 year after it was made. When it was probably unpopular at this point. So, that means, let's start this game off right. With you actually being able to see. Hey!
I'm practicing some songs for
I didn't do that right.
It's tonight, so after tonight.
I can't do woman voices, I'm sorry.
I can do.
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. You heard me explain this one already. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. I already said I need a prequel of this. Now please. You know the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Once again, I've never had that type of friend, so God knows. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently and I would get tired of waiting up. Well, I probably would. So, that, at least that's accurate. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. That's something I actually want to do. I'll probably just wait around. Let her catch up. I mean, she might hold me back, but... Oops. If one instance of holding me back calls for other great moments, then I think it would be worth it. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Actually, not sigh, or well, I would want sigh, so because I already said I would be happy to wait. Ha! 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 I have no idea how to... Can someone teach me how to do lady voices?
I can.
No, not you. I overslept again. You gotta be like me. You gotta wake up at 6:10 every morning. Please. You might be really tired, but at least you'll be ready when I am. But I caught you this time. Yeah, this time. 1 minute more and I would... One minute more and my character would have probably been already at the school. Lol. I mean, it's just one frame away at this point. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. I wouldn't have decided, I would have just blatantly done it. Without any decision process. This character is inaccurate to my character. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Why do you do that? That's right. Just why? I don't think about ignoring people. It just happens. I don't tend to ignore people when they come to me, but if they never come to me, then I'll probably ignore them blatantly. That's mean, Sundex. Well, I'm naturally mean. For example, please stop! Stop! You want me to throw a pencil at you?
Stop!
Then you'd stop.
No!
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. I don't think I'm destined for marriage because I have tried having some sort of lover, but it has never worked out. And part of that is me, part of that is the person I'm with. But all in all, I think it's just fate. Fine, fine. Well, if you didn't wait for me after all, I guess you don't have to have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Hey, I have it in me to be mean. Did you just hear me scream at someone who was distracting me from my stream? Trust me, I'm mean. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. This frame is barren. This frame is freaking barren. If you made a frame with many people, then I would actually be able to get why. By the way, Sundex, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I mean, in reality, I've decided on like 3 clubs, 1 athletic sport, and 1 academic subject that I will always thrive in. I think I have high school pretty down pat when it comes to stuff. I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any club. I mean, probably the clubs that they have to offer, there's nothing about singing or dancing. I haven't been looking at you. I'll have her explain them. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Games, yes. Anime, no. Well, I mean, this is technically... What the heck did Plank Boy make? Oh, wait! This is his Pajama Sam gun! Oh, yeah! From that one speedrunning session. Stop! I've never been a big fan of anime. That's all I'm gonna say about this one. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Hey, I'll have math. I'll definitely have math. I'll definitely have science. I will more than likely have creating, writing, and Spanish on my tail. The only thing that he is correct about is socializing. Trust me. The things I say in the Discord and Skypes and everything, I would never say face to face. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. This girl is compassionate. This girl is compassionate about me. She's better than every... well, she isn't better, but... she's second best, because... she's virtual. The only thing that's setting her back is that she's virtual. That being said... Sayori, Yuri, Natsuki, and Monica, you're never gonna be in my waifus. Noted? Noted. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world.
Today is my day.
I get an entrance in... not in education. Of course! At least they make it accurate. What's this game supposed to be based off of? Japanese anime? Yep. NEET does exist in Japan. Good job. Good job on bringing some sort of slang into this. But I will not become a NEET. I would become a nest. More than likely. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. No promises, though. Do I promise? I don't promise, because I never know what my schedule is sometimes.
That's something awesome!
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! My voice is cracking! Why do I let myself get Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? This actually makes sense. Let's do this. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. That's something that I do not...
Well, maybe if you didn't want me to play piano, maybe if you have decided to have
I guess seeing her worry so much about her makes me want to ease her mind. I try to be assertive, apply a little wisdom to the situation. At least when it comes to real life. On Discord, I'm just, hey, say this and done. Plankboy would agree with me on that. A school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? 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 Pick up the phone! Pick up the phone! Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I'd look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. The only time well, actually, I'm the only one left I'm the last one to leave the classroom most of the time, but not because I'm spacing out. It's because I like to carry practically everything with me. Fun fact, throughout this entire year of high school, I've never used my locker. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you were just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. The only time I zone out is when I'm really focused on thinking about one thing. And usually that one thing is the one true friend I have. The one true real friend I have, not virtual like you, Sayori. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. I told you, Sayori, I could be mean at times. Sayori is vice president of the literature club, the only other club in here more than likely. I wonder what the game would have been like if I joined the anime club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on. Please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well. I kinda told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Baking. Don't make promises you can't keep. Hypocrite! Hypocrite! Well, I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. She probably planned it out, not knowing. So maybe she is an airhead. Only God knows. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake. Yes! Let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. The soul I don't have. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere! Ah, Sundays, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly good girls that I will never become waifus with. Okay? Okay? Hear me out. Whatever interactions I do with these women are only because I'm forced to do them because the game's code will not let me go anywhere else. That being said, I'm not sure. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry, Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. I swear, they're named the way they are for a reason. So Yuri means lily, which actually would make sense, because lilies usually appear in calm waters, and she feels really calm at times. Natsuki means summer hope, actually, but I don't get how that relates with her character. Sour attitudes do not come with summer. I swear. Summer comes with nice thoughts. Thoughts that would really bring the fun out. I think we'll figure that out if we decide to go her path. And what about Sayori? Half-beak! So Sayori means half-beak. What is a half-beak? It's a type of fish! Sayori is a fish! Oh my gosh! This is amazing. I just like playing this. This game is nice. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Oh my gosh, we forgot to check out Monica. More than likely it's something evil. Monica translation. Monica. We need Japanese. Well, it has many different meanings. Let's try this. Nope. Ah! It means advisor. That actually makes sense. Because she's like... It also means unique in Greek. And she's obviously unique because she controls the entire game. Oh my gosh, I spoiled it. Sorry, people. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Sundex. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. I wonder how she got those qualities. But apart from that, those actually are... Well, smart is a quality I'm looking for, because then... There are some more qualities I'm looking for. Independent. Smart. I don't care about athleticism or beauty. As long as I can have a good time with the person I know, then that makes them highly eligible. Basically completely out of my league. Well, so having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Sundex. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. I'm gonna make that triangle every single time she does that. Because she does it too often. And how about I make some tea as well? To live. Or then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! I have no idea. Ta-da! Whoa! I had to do it out of voice. I had to do it out of voice. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn like icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talked with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Well, that is actually normal for me, because I know a person who can get spaghetti sauce on their neck and their head through sucking up one noodle. So I can tolerate you. I have to deal with stats before I can tolerate you, Natsuki. Yuri likes to be in her own world, so I can tolerate that. I'm usually in my own world most of the time as well. And Monica, I'm not sure about her. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you, no, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. I have weird logic sometimes as well. Oh my gosh, I can relate to so many of these people. I don't know which one I'm gonna choose after today. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow. Pulling a Vsauce, Michael there? Or does she? Or does she? Then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs here, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Oh my gosh, there's more than the anime club here. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. I can't either. I told Apocrypha, like, 3 days ago, that she wanted me to become a politician because I said this in one of the Discord servers that he was in. None of the names on this server strike me enough to make the assumption, but I will be sure to inform you of any information on the identity of AK and anyone else, should such an occasion arise. Which is practically a way of saying I don't know. In terms of him and his Pastel ID project. For more information, join the Pastel forums. I will send a link through the live chat now. After he asked me to become a politician, I said, "Lol, I don't find myself eager to preach the biased words of a particular faction of our nation. Because everything in history and in the present day is just biased. It's manipulated so that the event is either worse or better than it truly looks. For example, the Texas shootings that just happened yesterday. They did include that the shooter was actually bullied before the shooting happened, but they made it like a small portion. They may have explained how he was bullied, but that should have been in there like midway, not like at the end of the news story. Note the cause of it. Note the cause after the event. That way it actually makes more sense and feels less biased. Make it half and half. Make sense? Okay. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great reader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. Could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. That is amazingly true. I mean, I'm streaming. Webcam and audio. Doki Doki. What? I did some laundry, started the dishwasher, did some of the living room, and kitchen table, Robbie, and the family room. Sorry about that. Anyhow, as I was saying, let's take it from the Submachine Discord for people who actually know it. Yeah, Zombie Master, who goes by the name of Doll now, with a Tidley afterwards, created that server, and it was probably hard to make it into what it is now, which is well over 100 members at 130 members, although half of them are not online all the time. It's still a wide variety of people. Speedrunners, theorists, people who like to post memes, people like to talk about stuff outside of us, outside of the pastel games. People like to talk about the pastel games themselves. It's just a great place, a great atmosphere. We can always enjoy what we have. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Now that's the difference between the Submachine Discord and any other club. The Submachine Discord was easy to create in the past because people were still interested in those games. Maybe not to the extent as of now. Maybe not to the extent. Maybe more than the extent as of now. No one here is actually that interested in Submachine anymore. They're just here to talk about other games. Meaning that ship other games in that Discord is actually the better, the most popular server channel on the server. Here's a link to the Submachine Discord if you really want to see what I'm talking about. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Well, they convinced me, obviously. I've been there for almost a year now. It'll be my 1-year anniversary on the server in... I don't know, let me double check that. In about 2 months and 10 days will be my 1-year anniversary on this Discord. It's amazing how far I've come. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. But I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Sundex, what kind of things do you like to read? Oh my gosh. Who reads? Most of the things I read are like online articles about games. But when it comes to academics, the literature books I've read this year are Julius Caesar, The Odyssey, Of Mice and Men, Romeo and Juliet, and Lord of the Flies. A huge variety, along with a bunch of other short stories. Most of them are actually pretty nice. And when I read the first short story, A Sound of Thunder, a little bit later in the semester, I actually found they made a movie out of it. It was about 1 hour and 30 minutes long, and actually added stuff that the book never mentioned, just to try to spice it up. Of course, books and movies are totally different. Glad I read the book before the movie. I actually knew what was going on. But they made it totally different. In the book, the change was immediate. As soon as the butterfly was killed, when they went back, everything was different. In the actual movie, it took like 5 waves of, I don't know, climate change or something to actually get to that moment where everything changed, like agriculture, the way people were, the creatures on Earth, the population. Trust me, it's a really good movie. It might not be the best, but it's up there, in my opinion. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, yes, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? Manga? I don't read manga! I'm sorry, I don't read manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. I don't relate with you in terms of literature. I'm sorry, but that's not the way it goes. I'm either with Yuri or Sayori, because one's about empathy, sympathy, compassion, and happy endings, while another is about death. And honestly, I'm into both of those subjects. They're polar opposites, practically. Life and death. I even mentioned them in my latest Instagram post, which also involved the Texas shooting, and other shootings that have been going on. Time to post another link. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. Everything is subject to change. For example, this Chromebook. This water, which is now empty. This mouse, which is now broken due to Call of Atlantis. This phone. Or at least the back of it. What am I saying? Did I just go against everything I mentioned? Oof! I spoke without thinking it after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Let's see. Yuri traces the rim of the teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Deep and complex fantasy worlds. Let's think about this. So, no. 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 Come on.
What? You want this?
Someone's trying to mess with my stream. Lol. No! No! No. Grayson, you know the difference between cat and foot. Please. Note the difference. Anyway, deep and complex fantasy world. Yeah, I've never done something as such. I mean, you can technically... Any fantasy world is practically a fictional world. So I have read fictional stuff before, but nothing deep and complex. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. But there's creativity in human psychology, which is what Lord of the Flies is practically about. at least in terms of concepts. I'm telling you, good story and stuff to a foreign world is equally impressive. Oh, we're talking about foreign lands, something unearthly. Never mind then. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually emerge to me as well. Of Mice and Men is Lord of the Flies is a book for you. Why am I need more water! No wonder I am confusing stuff. I need more water. BRB. Sure Yo-Yo was right. I would definitely need water when I played this. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? More like in a loop. More like in a loop. You just described the first 3 games of Submachine. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. No, the horror is not for me. You just lost my interest, sorry. How have I read a horror book once? All I know is that I know a lot of people actually, who have read it. And even then, I have never read it. Well, I have read it. But I have never read it. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. What did you do? I hate horror. Thank you, Natsuki. Oh, why is that? Well, it just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. Usually I like to read about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What? What gives you that idea? Left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. I already need a drink again. It looked like you were working on a poem called. Don't say it out loud. Give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute!
Yes, I am!
Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You weren't like them. No! Stop! Fix it! Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. That is what I do when I write my poetry. In fact, let me share a poem of mine with you. On the topic of poems. I'm gonna share my most emotional one. I call it Broken. Because at that point, I was literally feeling broken. I wrote it for someone in particular, actually. They know it was for them now. As of May 29th, 2017 at 4:03 p.m. Hello. Here you go! Read it if you're interested. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Sundex? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Thank you. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Sundex. You all? I'm defenseless against these girls. Practically as anyone is defenseless against even one girl. Especially if they find a way to prove their point. This is why I sometimes dislike having a female as a family member in the household. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is... One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks at me over at me once more. Sundex, I look forward to see how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Sundex, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walked home together anymore because she's always had to stay after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Why do people walk when there are streets for cars? There's a street right there for cars. Use the cars. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of you two. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem. Tonight. Here we go! Poem time, y'all! Who do I want to impress? I'm going... This is actually a great soundtrack. I'm not gonna go until a majority of people decide. I don't know either, Faustus. That's why I'm asking everyone. New idea. I'll have the bots decide. He helped choose. Choose Sayori, Yuri, Here we go. Here it is.
Here it is.
The bot shows Yuri. Death! What? Agonizing. After image. Unrestrained. Heaven sent. No, grief is siren or aura. Not misery. Vivacious. Marshmallow is night. Nah. No. Contamination. Yes. Unrequited. No. Intellectual determination. Yay. Disoriented. Ugh! The bot already chose Yuri.
Okay.
Nope. It worked. We started. Sayori it is! Okay, let's think. A tone! No! We need stuff about death. How's Neville for Natsuki? This is the hardest thing ever, somehow. Peaceful, extraordinary, sunset, sing, happiness, alone, no, no, comfort, jump, no. Why you jump? But no! Joy. Pink is special. Awesome. Depression. This no. Hair no. Sadness and hopeless. We got the Sayori! Hi again, Sundex. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, hahaha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Sundex. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you're starting to have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. How are they at all alike? Come on, someone explain. How are they at all alike? Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plows back into her seat. I have nothing to say about manga, because I've never read manga, like I said before. Don't worry, guys. Sunnex always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. I wonder why. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. Need to some other... I will clean, but only to be able to do something else, such as this. Speaking of which, I'm gonna have to go really soon. I don't know how much more I can get into this. And you almost set your house on fire once. Glad that's never happened to me. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Sunnex can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, you even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. I don't expect anything, honestly. I don't expect anything of myself or others. So long... If they're nice to me, they're nice to me. If they're mean to me, they're mean to me. And I'll take it any way, shape, or form I can. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. That way could you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? I mean, I think at this point I would think anything is cute. I'm small channel playing. Why? No one's gonna join the stream anyway. You're just there to be there. It's my way of recording now. She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corners. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? Guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. It's probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Let's go. Let's go.
I've had to do instructions all day. If you can at least comply, that would be a lot, really good. You can tell, just keep it to a minimum. Okay. We can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
You're not the oldest!
I was the oldest and you didn't even listen to me.
I'm back. I'm sorry. My mic is muted. What? I had my headset.
That doesn't solve the problem, though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we can't come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. It's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's hard to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. I don't think it used... How... That's a weird way to use the word creative as an adjective. But I'll buy it. I mean, anything can be creative. I have a creative mind in terms of using it to beat around the bush and get to where I need to go. In fact, yeah. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. On the topic of motivation, actually. What I do is I actually start out with motivation. And that slowly diminishes. Well, actually not slowly, it's actually more of an exponential diminish to the point where it becomes 0. Well, it will never become 0, but we'll get really close. And then I go to something else that has a great thing of motivation. Let that decay while the other thing increases, and then swap out as time goes on. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. What? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. Hi. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napkin club. Does our school have a napkin club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. I rarely look out for myself. Seriously, I get less than 8 hours of sleep a day, but luckily more than 7. I eat meagerly, meaning that I'm really underweight at 105 pounds. I'm not really that much a fan of... This is just too much for a single Girl Cube speedrun. But why though? Yeah, I got a friend interested in Girl Cube. It's one of the Eyes Maze games. I'll probably stream some of that again sometime soon. Yeah, I'm going for a better time than I had, now that I have a better PC. Because PC, what I was streaming on before, totally held me back. And at least this one has a built-in microphone, so you can hear me now. Hi! You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. I have to wait for you every single day. Do you think... I think that implies you oversleep every day. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret! Derp. That looks like a more questioned. That's more like the questioning sprite than an exclamation sprite. I knew it. Come on! At least give me the benefit of doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I have cogs too, so I can relate. Ah! I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. Mine is too. But you can live. I won't fall for that, because my hair is hard to get right too. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either, and there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would, because I did. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie! I've explained this before. I can be really mean. And don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Why do I feel weird right now? Someone explain how I feel weird. I should not be feeling weird. What is it? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. Just by saying that makes me feel weird. I'm making myself feel weird by speaking. I'll just let you all read this.
We're gonna have to buy a new garbage.
Don't worry.
In that bathroom probably, because dogs like to take stuff out of garbage.
Still don't fit good.
Come on. Wait for me.
It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Girl, I'm buying new clothes. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Oh! Because that's the first thing that pops into mind. It's not like you grow in terms of height. It's not like you get more swole, but these appendages go outward. Oh my gosh. Don't say that out loud. You should all be glad that I did it. Anyway, you look much better now, so, why does it just feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy! It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Where are you?
Phew. It's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that?
Your chair's sitting in front of me.
It's reality logic that sometimes.
What?
Sometimes people look at formality. I'm not one of those people. At least not to begin with. I think. No, I'm not one of those types of people at all. I'm fine with formality or informality. As long as the first date's formal, then I'm fine. And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. You take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. Well, that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. So anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. Nah, I'm still gonna go to bed at like 10:30 on weekdays. 1 o'clock in the morning on weeknight. On weekends. Sadly, this doesn't count as a weekend.
You want me to dance now?
No. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. Huh. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. I'm talking to the mic. I wish you weren't joking. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. It's impossible to tell with me sometimes. Okay, everyone. Market someone calls out. Why don't we share our poems we wrote now? Sunnex, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find this much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Myself. Me. Who to first? I don't know. Let's go to someone, please. Please stop. I need to hear someone. Thank you.
Or just sit at it.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, Sundex. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all.
So garbage didn't get done.
I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little bit more constructive than this. Maybe Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Sundex poem! This actually makes a lot of sense. Every poem I write is a Sundex poem, even the one I sent to you all. There's more than that though. I have like 7 more in the more poems that exist in the folder. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Hold on.
want the tablet put away? Let's start straightening up. Dominic, I want your golf clubs in the garage. I need to help with this rug. Donovan, James, if that thing's not off in 2 minutes, I'm shutting the internet off to the whole house. Please turn it off. Dante, you need to unload your portion of the dishwasher. Donovan, did you or did you not go on the app that?
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Yes, I will help.
Delaney, go underneath this cubby and get all the shoes. There's a bunch of shoes under here. This box, Michael, this, and the drawer. No, you can move the shoes. Look underneath, there's still more. Lay down on the floor and get them. Is that all of them?
0 minutes.
What? 0 minute wait. Okay. Dante, there's a 0 minute wait.
Oh, my haircut's free this time.
Hey, take your thing with you. Get off the carpet. Don't get back on it. Go clean up any toys that you have that are a mess. Dominic, you got a lot of shoes going on. That's all.
Dante, Delaney, mine, yours.
That's all. And say, legal them.
I think I last the one, so it was last.
Y'all pull it off on your chair over there. Clean up your space. Doctor's taking me. Delaney, come here now. Put the crayon lid back on. Put the diapers back in neatly. All of them. And put it back on the shelf. Do you eat dessert? These are all garbage.
What time is it at?
These are all garbage. What time is graduation? We have to be there at 7:15.
For me.
And you all need to shower. You're going to shower.
I'm gonna finish this section of the day, and then I'll end the stream there. Continue on it at another time in the day.
Get off the goddamn laptop.
I just told them when I was gonna stop!
Where's the iPad's over there. Good. You here now.
You're so weird, Sayori.
Under this table, get off the carpet.
I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
Is it a cat?
See? Like I said before, Sundex, deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Yeah, that's true. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. And again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason that I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah! I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you have left. The way you blow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Breakfast can wait. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Triangle. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that was bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It just sounds like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in argument. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Well, gonna save there. And I guess, let's see when. Based off of timing, we got 2 o'clock.
I'm gonna get ready to get a haircut.
Then we got to go to the mass will go to 3 o'clock. Ceremony will go to 4 o'clock. Then we leave at 5 o'clock. Breakfast dinner at 6 o'clock. So stream will continue.
I just ate, so.
I don't care. Handle it.
Stream will continue at 7 p.m. sharp. That being said, goodbye.